You know, I was raised to believe that all priests were holy. I mean, you should show reverence to at all times. But as I've gotten older, I started to have questions about that. Growing up, we had a priest in our parish for most of my childhood. He knew our families, our struggles, our community. He was someone we talked to, someone I respected. And I think that kind of relationship is easier when a priest stays in one place for a long time. But over the years, I've met many priests, some who carried themselves with quite a holiness you could feel just by the way they treated you. And others, well, others came across a little holier than thou. Almost like those old movies where the priest is chummy with the king and looks down on common folks. I remember once asking a priest about a prayer I wasn't familiar with. He acted shocked that I didn't know it. He gave me a short answer, and that was that. But the next Sunday, he brought it up in the homily, talking about how someone had asked him about this prayer, almost as if he couldn't believe a parishioner didn't know it. I can't tell you how stupid I felt, and I wasn't even asking for myself. I was asking because my wife was a convert and she had questions about it, and it was just something I was trying to help us both understand. But here's the thing, priests are human, and I understand that. They all act differently, whether we approve of it or not. And that brings me to the real question I have. What does it actually mean when a man receives holy orders? Does he get a skip purgatory and go straight to heaven card? Does he have more direct line to God than the rest of us? Does he ever start to believe that he's better than the common folk? Because when we think of someone holy, we don't picture someone who talks down to people and just carries himself like they're better than everyone else. What really throws me off some is when priests publicly argue with each other, or with bishops, or even with the Pope. And when they condemn each other online or go against church teaching, it makes me wonder who's the holier one in the disagreement. And honestly, it makes it harder for regular Catholics to stay reverent. Maybe some priests don't deserve the reverence, but who decides that? Rome isn't stepping in, and a lot of bishops aren't either. It's confusing for someone like me, someone who loves their faith but doesn't understand everything about the church, about its teaching, and then when we see priests acting in ways that don't always reflect Christ. But here's what I do know. It's easy to find fault. It's easy to get frustrated. It's easy to get angry. But priests have a calling, and they need our prayers. Probably more now than ever. That's about all I know. I don't understand everything, but I'll keep praying for our church and for our priests, and I hope you do so. If you think I'm misreading this, let me know in the comments. If you've had difficult encounters with priests, share those too. But please share the stories of the great priests out there as well. God bless each of you.